We're back, family, and don't forget to vote for us for the best local podcast and also best of Utah promotion.
Voting closes on August 31st. That's not a lot of time left, so you have to rush to the voting portal and get your vote in by August 31st.
You've shown us love all year, and we're so appreciative of that. Thank you guys so much for sharing everything, but please vote for us by August 31st, and let's win this thing, baby.
Remember, to validate those votes, you got to validate them. You got to vote for at least 10 things. You can't just jump in and vote for Slapshot Utah. You got to jump in there and vote for Big Willie's Lounge. Vote for your favorite bartender. Vote for your favorite podcast in the state of Utah, Slapshot Utah. We are here for you.
Let's win this, baby. Thank you guys so much. We love you. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you later.
Slapshot Utah!
Welcome back to another episode of Slapshot Utah. Leroy, I don't know how you feel today, but my sunglasses are the telltale of how I feel. Before we start, I got to give a congratulations to Kyle and Sarah Beaterwolf. Thank you so much. Dude, we celebrated their wedding last night, and congratulations. We're so happy for you. I wish nothing but prosperity. And, dude, look at this sick hat that Kyle gave me, dude.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Dude,
Right?
this is
Yeah.
the sickest hat I've ever seen, dude. But, yeah. Leroy, how you doing today, buddy?
We had a long conversation earlier in the evening yesterday, and both of us were pretty, what would you say, compromised. Yeah. And I just kept on going. I think you probably did too. I did end up at the pool yesterday afternoon.
Good, dude. Good.
Drunk as hell in the deep drunk of meditation. But yeah, summer coming to an end, you know, as far as hockey and news, as far as the content creation world, you know, I will say, I don't know, have you ever heard of the horse flats before? Have you ever heard of something? It's like, well, you know, when they used to sail from Africa or Europe or wherever, right? You'd take the trade winds. Those are the strong winds that'll get you moving with your big sails across the South Atlantic. But every once in a while, you get a little off into a section called the horse flats. And the reason it's called the horse flats is because when there's no wind and you're trying to sail across the ocean, it can be pretty terrifying after 3, 4, 5 days, maybe 10, who knows, maybe 2 weeks and not going anywhere. You start to get a little crazy. You start to imagine things. You start to panic. And what they did back in the day, you know, like the sailing across the ocean day. Back in the day of great mariner voyages, the sailors would go fucking crazy and start pushing the horses off the side of the boat to try and ease up the weight to get the whisper of a breeze to do anything to push them along. And John, as far as it comes to NHL content, there is barely a breeze to push us along, but we're not going to panic. We're not going to start throwing stuff overboard the SS Slapshot. What are we going to do instead? Because we've got nothing hockey related to talk about.
Dude, we haven't had a free agent signing. We haven't had any contract extensions. We haven't had any coaching changes. We're out here and we're just, as the new kids say, we're raw dogging this off season, Dave.
We are out here raw dogging this off season. I think everybody's about ready for hockey to start. But look, what we do have is we have a trove of hockey culture, of the idiosyncrasies and the special little quirks and nuances that the players and the fans of this sport engage themselves in this little crazy thing called hockey. And so what I thought maybe we could mess around with, John, if you didn't have any better ideas, right?
Dude, I'm raw dogging this episode, buddy.
You don't have any better ideas?
Oh, shit.
Okay, well, so we're going to raw dog, and what we're going to raw dog here is some of the craziest hockey superstitions in the history of the sport.
Love it, dude. Yes, let's do this.
All right, you want to talk about some crazy shit? Let's talk about some crazy, insane, absolutely bonkers hockey superstitions. How about this? This cat used to be goalie for the Blackhawks named Glenn Hall. Maybe you've heard of him. Had a nickname, Mr. Goalie.
Right? Love it.
Dude forced himself to throw up, vomit, nearly before every game. This dude's a Hall of Famer, okay?
I love this.
Before every game, he's got to barf because he thought that if he didn't get sick, he wasn't going to be properly prepared for the game and he wasn't going to play well. So he would just drink a jug-a-lug of water and just before every game. Widely considered to be maybe one of the most disturbing rituals in NH history. That's got to be bad for your stomach lining and your teeth.
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you a barfer?
I am.
Are you really?
I've always said, and dude, of course I'm gonna get canceled for saying this. Like, I would make the worst gay person because these toothbrushes make me gag when I'm brushing my tooth.
Yeah,
but like, yeah, dude. I get that though, because when I played football in high school, I would get like weirdly sick and nervous, and I'd throw up. And then go out and fucking crush it. So I get it, dude. I'm right with him on that. It was not good for the esophagus. It's not good for the tooth enamel. But I understand Mr. Hockey or Mr. Goalie in this situation.
Yeah. Do you throw up when you drink? When you get too drunk, John? Do you throw up, or have you evolved past the throwing up instinct drunk?
Only if I'm lucky. But no,
only if you're lucky.
Yeah, if I'm lucky, because anyone that really knows how to drink, and shout out to possibly the saxophone players of the U of U marching band that we had in the studio this week. Gave them a bunch of these cool punk rock pins. If you want one, hit us up on social media. I'll send one to you. But yeah, dude, these kids don't party like we used to. These kids don't, like, my nephew's staying with us. Shout out Aiden, love you, buddy. But like, he's like, I'm going to a party. I'm gonna go to a pool party and end up drinking at someone's house. He was at home by 10:30. I'm like, these kids are different than we were, Leroy. These kids are actual good people, and they have responsibility. But no, Mr. Goalie, I completely get that, and that's awesome.
The only throwing up I do is if I got like a real bad flu. That kind of thing only happens every 2 or 3 years, but man, when I lock, it's pretty bad. So, I mean, I can only imagine Glenn Hall, with his stick or with whatever, trying to make himself throw up, but... All right,
Give me
Mr.
1 second,
Goalie.
Leroy. Give me 1 second, Leroy. Dude, my internet connection, just like last week. I'm going to open
you need to
some
buffer.
doors.
Yeah, you need to buffer or
second,
something a bit. All right. If this is making the pod, if it's not going to get edited out, my job right now on the podcast
once again
is to
proving
stall.
how
it's
stupid our podcast
Oh, here he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was stalling. I was explaining to the listener that I was taking up the clutch position of stalling until you got back.
Good,
what
good.
What were you saying?
No, I was just saying.
Were you saying, we're still in the middle. Okay, we're still in the middle of, we were talking about vomiting. We're talking about crazy hockey superstitions. All right.
Yeah.
Maybe you've heard, maybe you haven't heard of a cat called Bruce Gardner. He used to play for the Senators. He was a forward.
Yeah.
So Bruce refused to go to the bathroom on game days until the game was over. Final whistle. He could relieve himself. And he was also convinced that if he flushed the toilet, right? It would like flush away his luck, like he was on a streak or whatever. As soon as he flushes the deuce, he is like flushing his streak down the toilet too, right?
Yeah.
And apparently he wasn't really all that popular with teammates when it came to this whole, holding your bathroom in until the final whistle. So anyways, that's Bruce Gardner. That's another crazy hockey superstition.
Dude,
what do you think about that one?
Are you about superstitions? Like, do you believe in superstitions when you're watching games or anything?
No, I'm not. I'm not terribly superstitious. I don't think like what I'm hoping or thinking, or if I do something, I don't think it has any.
Dude, I am so superstitious. Like, if I'm wearing a jersey and we start losing, because I'm a diehard Steelers fan, right? Did I lose you? I lost everybody right now. Dude, what the hell is going on? This is real life, people. You're watching it in real time, dude. God damn, bro. What the hell is happening? I lost my internet connection.
Hey,
welcome back.
We were encountering technical difficulties on the program. Where we left off was we were talking about crazy hockey superstitions. Okay, I think Patrick Raw was on. He was an answer on the idiot hockey quiz. So, listeners, we should all know Patrick Raw, Hall of Fame goalie from the Montreal Canadiens. My guy held full conversations with the goalposts during games. Like if they, if the puck would be deflect, clink off it, he would give him a thank you for the bing.
Yeah.
And like, then he would like scold the goalposts if the puck came in, kind of like a hockey version of old 1978 the bird from the Detroit Tigers. But yeah, crazy stuff. I think there was some other stuff too with Patrick Raw, like he wouldn't skate over the red lines or the blue lines, like he'd kind of hop over them, like the way a pitcher would over the foul lines in baseball.
Yeah.
So these guys, they have a lot of superstitions.
Well, dude, I remember what I was saying, though, because I'm a superstitious motherfucker, dude.
That's why you're superstitious.
Yeah, I am very superstitious. So, like, if I'm watching a Steelers game, and let's say I'm wearing a Ben Roethlisberger jersey, and we start losing, I'll put a Troy Polamalu jersey on, and we start winning. I go, it's because I changed the jersey.
Or
like, if I'm sitting in a seat, let's say I'm sitting in a seat right here, and I'm watching the Mammoth play, right? And we're up 2-1, and I go, oh, cool, and I change seats, and then now all of a sudden we're down 3-2. I'll move back to the seat I was sitting in. I'm very, very, very superstitious when it comes
superstitious to sports. For sports fan. Yeah. Now, I'm a pessimistic sports fan. Like, I mean, if the ball club is down 3-0 in the 6, it's over. It's just ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm always shocked and dismayed anytime a comeback works in my favor. So, all right, look,
and I know I'm an idiot for it. Like, I know in the deepest of my heart that I am not changing it, but it's for my mental well-being of like, if I was sitting on the right side of the couch and we were winning and I moved to the left side and we start losing, I need you to move because I'm sitting back on the right side of the couch because that's I don't know. It's just
well, how do we
it's
know?
my
How do we know it's not
superstitions.
making? How do we know it's not making a difference?
Yeah.
It's kind of along the same lines of like, if the butterfly flaps its wings in Tibet, does it affect hurricane patterns in the Western
Exactly.
Hemisphere?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
It might. It might have a. All right, look, everyone's heard of the great one. Everybody knows the Wayne Gretzky, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Well,
listen,
we hope
Wayne.
so.
Well, you would hope so. Yeah, you would hope so. Okay, but now Wayne Gretzky had a shit ton of crazy superstitions. All right, kind of like Wade Boggs kind of shit. Like, I mean, he put baby powder on a stick before every game.
Really?
Yeah, before every game, put baby
Is
powder
that
on
for
the
like
stick.
grip? Like so the puck stays on there or something?
To smell like a dirty diaper. I don't know.
Yeah.
Another thing, Gretzky, never cut your hair on the road. Never.
I mean, I agree with that.
Bad luck. Well, you're a barber.
Yeah.
You got to support your local barber. Don't support the road club barbers. Okay, he only tucked the right side of his jersey into his pants. He drank beverage. Yeah, he drank beverages in the exact same order between periods. He would have a Diet Coke, and then an ice water, and then a Gatorade, and then another Diet Coke.
Wait, this is Wayne Gretzky we're talking about?
This is Wayne Gretzky.
So in between periods, he would drink a Diet Coke?
Yeah. Between every period, he would drink a Diet Coke, and then an ice water, and then a Gatorade, and then another Diet Coke for rehydration.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and stimulation.
I never knew that. That's cool.
And then another thing is, you know how they come out and do their skate around and they have their warm-up shots? Gretzky intentionally missed the first warm-up shot every time. Every warm-up. Always missed the first one on purpose.
Why? It was just his thing?
Superstition. Call me superstitious. Right.
I love that.
You like Stevie Wonder?
Dude, love him, dude. He could probably see farther than I can today with this hangover. But like, I love a good superstition, bro. I love it because, dude, we can call him crazy, but they don't call him the great one for nothing.
Yeah. No, they don't. Well, listen, listen, it's not just Gretzky, though, either. There's probably another cat you've heard of before. You know, the Sidney Crosby. Right.
Oh, on the McDonald's
Penguins. Logo. Yeah. The McDonald's guy, Sidney Crosby, that plays for the Pittsburgh Penguins, too. He has weird superstitions as well. Most famously, he's obsessive about how he tapes his sticks. He tapes them. He'll tape them a specific way for home games. And if anybody touches it, messes with it, bungs it, does anything at all, he starts back over again, retapes it.
Wow.
Yeah. Another thing is Sidney Crosby has a superstitious policy, that you never call your mother on game day.
Why? That's crazy.
He's called his mom on game day 3 times in his career. And every time he claims he got injured.
Hey,
that's what Sid claims. Sid claims every time he ever called his mother on a game day, he got hurt.
And you know what, dude? As a superstitious guy, I agree with you, Sid the Kid. If I called my mom on game day and I got injured 3 times, you know what, Mom? Love you. I'll talk to you after the game.
Sounds like the kind of thing that would really freak you the fuck out, John.
Yeah, I would die, dude. Yeah, dude. I don't.
Yeah, like I would give you a real complex.
Literally, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And some of these superstitions are just big pain in the asses, like famous Bruins player Ray Bourque. He would change the laces on his skates before every game and between every period.
I love this. Dude.
Changing the skate laces between every period? Well, what a pain in the ass.
Look, Leroy, and I know you and the listeners will remember this Bud Light commercial. This was probably in 2004, 2005, early 2000s. And it was a Bud Light commercial, and it was a Raiders game they were showing. And it showed all the fans turn the Bud Light logo towards the field. And Janikowski kicked like a 50-yard field goal, and it went in. And the saying was, "It's not crazy if it works." And I agree 100% with the superstition thought. Like, because I don't know if any of the listeners out there are superstitious. It's not crazy if it works, baby.
That's true. And it doesn't hurt. Right? We know it can't hurt.
Yeah.
So what kind of a lazy nutsack fan are you if you're not willing to go through pointless gestures in support, however little support of your favorite team? You got to be superstitious, baby.
Exactly. Exactly. And it's like, what kind of fan are you if you don't think that you're affecting the game? It's the same thing when we're all at the Delta Center and we're all chanting, "Let's go Utah." We believe that "Let's go Utah" is gonna power our team to get a goal. Or like we talked about it on Whistlegate. I loved the whistling. I loved it. And I know I'm controversial on it.
I know. I was going to bring it up while you were talking. I'm thinking, oh, but what about Whistlegate? I agree with you 100%. Like Whistlegate,
I loved
superstitiously, I thought it was great.
Yeah, and if you hated it, I can see where you come from, but also you're kind of lame. Like that was the culture building that we've been looking for here in Utah.
We'll just strangle the life out of any tradition, of course.
I know.
Well, because we won't be enough like the other NHL fan base.
But we also have to be exactly like every other NHL fan base because, oh my gosh, they won't accept us. Shut up.
We don't even care.
I don't even care, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so listen, did you ever see the movie Stripes? You remember Stripes?
Mm-mm.
No, it's a Bill Murray movie. Bill Murray and Harold Ramis join the army. Bill Murray quits his job as a cab driver, so he's got to figure something out. So he just sees the army recruitment commercial and gets his buddy, and they join the army, right? And the thing about that movie was... What was it about that movie? Oh, yeah. There's a scene where they're like all introducing each other in the barracks. And the one guy stands up and he says, "My name is Francis Sawyer, but everybody calls me Psycho. Any one of you guys calls me Francis, and I'll kill you. Also, I don't want anybody touching my stuff. Any of you guys touch my stuff, and I'll kill you." All right. Of course, which is met with the famous line, "Lighten up, Francis." All right. The reason I tell you this story, this story is because of Eddie Belfour. Ed Belfour, the Blackhawks goalie. I refuse to let anybody touch his stuff. Keep your hands off my stuff, or I'll kill you. Touch any of his equipment. Reportedly threatened teammates who got too close to his stuff over multiple seasons, almost quoted directly. "You touch any of my stuff, I'll kill you." And that's Eddie Belfour. Don't touch Ed Belfour's stuff or he'll kill you.
That was his superstition?
That was his superstition. Don't touch my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. It's bad luck. You touch my stuff.
Dude, I kind of agree with it. You touch my skates, I roll an ankle. It's because you fucking touched them, bud.
Probably because you should have kept your meat hooks off of my stuff.
Dude.
Look, yeah, I know. It's crazy. But this is the one that everybody knows and needs to know, and maybe they need to know why. All right, because we know about Detroit Red Wings. We suffered the humiliation ourselves when the octopus was smuggled into the Delta Center through some jeans. Where they smuggled this octopus, of course, Red Wings fans have been doing it all over the NHL. You throw the octopus out onto the ice. It's a tradition. It's a superstition. Do you know why this superstition came to be? Why do they throw an octopus on the ice?
I do not, Leroy, and I'm excited to hear your explanation. But I will say, I do respect Red Wings fans saran wrapping a fucking raw octopus to their torso to sneak it into arenas, because that's insane to me. Like, I would never do that, but
I
I
mean, it's gotta,
respect it, And
yeah, it's
as
gotta
a
be
kid born in Detroit, never grew up in Detroit, adopted out of Detroit, I think that's awesome. So good on you, Red Wings fans. Like,
yeah,
that's
you
funny.
got to break away between periods and miss your time in the hot dog stand because you got to get up to the bathroom and adjust the rotting octopus in your throat. Yeah. All right. Well, there's a reason they do that. And the reason they do it is back in 1952, the Detroit Red Wings needed to win 8 games. They needed 8 games to win the Stanley Cup. And of course, your octopus has got 8 legs, 8
Yeah.
tentacles. So just kind of stuck. It was a symbol for winning those games they needed. And some back in the 50s, it just kind of stuck. And so that's where the tradition comes from.
Well, I'm gonna ask you right now. I don't know if you know about this, but like, what's the story of the rats in the Florida Panthers then?
The rats with the Florida Panthers? That is something that I don't know. I know that
Okay, I
it's a
just looked
thing,
it
but
up.
I don't know how. Okay, tell us, how did it come to be?
Says Florida Panthers' famous rat tradition began October 8th in 1995 when forward Scott Mellenby killed a stray rat in the locker room with his hockey stick before scoring 2 goals, inspiring teammate John Van Beesbrook, probably said that
Beesbrook.
wrong, coined
Van
the
Beesbrook.
term rat trick. Oh,
Rat
that's cool.
trick.
So
That is
killed
cool.
a rat. He killed a rat literally in the locker room between periods, and that's how it started. That's pretty cool.
And then he scored 2. Sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
the rat trick.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
And we've got so much hockey coming up. It's going to be fun to see over the next several years what comes up. Like, I guess we're going to have to give up the whistling, which we did. But something
Yeah.
else is going to come up,
Well, I'll tell you this much. After we won that playoff game, the shirt I wore, I didn't wash it. I wore it the rest of the playoffs.
Oh, really?
And it smelled like BO, but I did not care. I really believed that shirt was going to bring us to victory. Unfortunately, it did not. But stay superstitious, my friends, because that's what makes being a fan fun, is when you feel like you're actually being part of the team and doing what you can.
So I agree 100%, and we're going to engage in a group thought exercise right now. Want you listeners to put all your Slapshot Mammoth Utah energy, and we're going to have a moment of concentrated energy where we superstitiously conjure up the best snowball of luck, and we're going to push it off right now into the 2026-27 season, and we're going to let it roll. So right now, listener, collect your thoughts and project victory.
We're about to win the Stanley Cup. We're going to win the Stanley Cup, baby. Hey, Leroy.
Focus your hockey chi.
May the Lord bless Veggie and Bear. And Dylan Gunther scores 50 goals this year. Clayton Keller is the league MVP. Sergachev is finally a defensive player that we actually can cheer for.
Thank you for this meditation moment, Slapshot listener.
Take care of yourselves. We love you. We'll talk to you next week on another episode of Slapshot Utah.